follow your dreams. You got a diploma. Diplomas are pieces of paper that sit on walls. After you get a diploma, real life starts. You got to chase your dreams, man. I don't really give a what your paper says. If it ain't what you're dreaming of doing, plus that paper's kind of deceptive anyway. I always thought it was messed up that you ask a kid at 18-year-old to declare what he wants to be for the rest of his life. Then he gets a major and he works his ass off for 4 years and he gets a degree and he didn't even know who he was when he answered that question. Most people I know don't even work in their degree because they discover something else. My partner was a lawyer, man. He went to school for law school and everything. He passed the bar before he graduated law school. That's how brilliant he was. He an agent now. He ain't even want to be the law no more. He an agent. He just decided to do something else. So I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You always, that thing, man, that you wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. Because anything else, it's going to disappoint you. You're going to forever be sad, man. If you don't chase that dream, you're going to forever be miserable, man. Bishop Jakes was talking one day on a podcast. I heard him talking. He said, I would hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do. That's a sad thing, man. That people they never chase because you got jobs and stuff and you listening to other people. If I hadn't chased my dream, I wouldn't be here. If I listened to my mother and father, I'd have been a construction worker, just like my brothers. Boy, this the work we do, we Harveys. I was out there on that bridge with that tar mop in my hand, swabbing that tar on them cracks on the freeway. I was thinking the whole time, I got to get the out of here. This is not what I'm dreaming of. I was never dreaming of that. I had a dream, man, I was a little kid, I wanted to be on TV. Some crazy shit in the 60s to sit up and say you want to be on TV. It was unheard of, man. But it's all I had. So, I would chase that dream, not that diploma. You got the diploma, it signifies that you have the ability to complete a task very well. And there's if you want to be a doctor, lawyer, you got to get a degree. Come on now. But what if you made that decision when you was 18, you want to be something else? You want to go be a writer, go be a writer. I mean, I could tell you, it's a sad way to make a living at something you don't enjoy doing. You're going to do that till you're 65, then you're going to retire, then they're going to give you a third of what you can't live on anyway. That's the plan. They'll give you a gold watch, a turkey, and 1/3 of what you're having a hard time living on now. Nah. I would go chase that dream, see what God got for me. Probably better than what you had in mind anyway. In school, they would implement a dream building course where you sat down for 30 minutes with students and only discussed their dreams. I'm telling you, man, it would save you an abundance of trouble. And if you're a teacher, I would get a clearance to do that once a month. Here's what happens. Once a child informs you of their dreams, you have the key to unlock his ability to learn. Because if a guy says, I want to fly an airplane, well, then guess what? You got to get good at science. You got to get good at math. And now school becomes incredibly important to fulfill the dream. See, but if you never ask a child what he dreams and you're always telling him, you got to go to school, do your work, do your work. Nah, man, you got to find out what makes him tick. So finding out what a person dreams about, I don't know if you really noticed this or not. Education's never mentioned in the Bible. It ain't in there. It only talks about your dreams or visions. That's all it talks about. So now, but if you dream of being a dentist, then guess what? You got to get good at reading. You got to get good at science. So now you can get them to do better in school because you got a reason to be good in school. But if you never give a child a reason to be good in school, that's the problem we have in the school system. That's my advice. If I were a teacher, If they'd have asked me what I dreamed about, they could have saved a lot of pain with me. Because I don't give a about history. I don't. I'm not really good at math. I'm good at addition, subtraction, and multiplication. I know how many days I come to work. I know how much I make each day, and I multiply that, and I know how much you owe me. That's all the I need to know. Man, we took physics. I didn't get it, man. But the whole time, my whole ambition was to be on TV and to tell jokes. So why you feeding me this physics? It could have saved me some trouble. And it's a better way to teach kids. That's my personal opinion. You'll stay out that hospital for $250, won't you? A couple of y'all said, well, I'll go in there for a little while. There ain't nothing God ain't gonna get me through. If I ain't getting through it, he currently pulling me through it. One of the two, but I'm gonna get over. All I gotta do is wait on the sun to come up. God in the blessed business, man. See, you gotta understand something. Behind every moment of adversity you have in your life, behind every moment of adversity, you got two things come with that. You get a lesson and you get a blessing. You got to wake up to see both of them. But if you lay in your misery, oh, woe is me, why this happening to me? It's happening to everybody. It ain't just you. You ain't the only one having a rough day. You ain't the only one partner left them. You ain't the only one been left with the baby. You ain't the only one been left holding the bag. You ain't the only one been foreclosed on. You ain't the only company they closed during COVID. You ain't the only one whose friend stabbed you in the back. You ain't the only one. It happening to everybody. Man, skip them. Sometimes the backstabbing is good. They can't stab you but one time. Once you stab me in the back, cool, appreciate the lesson. Now the blessing is, I ain't got to mess with you no more. You can just buy. It's like loaning money. People say, man, how you feel about loaning money? I used to loan money, I stopped that. If I'm gonna give you the money, I'm gonna give you the money. Don't borrow the money from me, because I don't want to be looking for your ass. You know, waiting on you to call. I got a partner right now, owe me $250,000, $250,000. I see him all the time. Steve, what's up? Hey, man, what's happening? Sent me a picture of a watch and said, hey, man, somebody told me you had this watch because I collect watches. He said, I'm finna buy the watch. You think I ought to buy it? The watch was $850,000. I said, man, you got the money, go on get it. Thanks, man, just checking on you. Owe me $250,000. The old Steve Harvey, that about 30 years old, will be on TMZ tonight. But you know what happened? Because I know how it worked, I left him alone. I'd have made that back so many times, man, I don't even be studying him. And you know, that's on him. But what I done got in return, I done got all kinds of blessings. He been in the hospital, I'm healthy. You'll stay out that hospital for $250, won't you? A couple of y'all said, well, I'll go in there for a little while, Steve. Hey, Steve, you stay out for $250. I check in that this evening. You can keep me in that rest of the year. My bad. My bad, I forgot. Sometimes you gotta read the room. I said, you stay out of the hospital for $250, bruh say. So what you saying, Steve? Like you give me $250 if I go on in this hospital?